Now today we have to discuss the computer instruction. In basic computer, we are talking in this chapter about the basic computer organization. Okay, a basic computer has three instruction code format. That instruction formats are memory reference instruction format, register reference instruction format, and input output instruction format. So what is memory reference instruction format? The memory instruction format, you can see that the instruction format is having, this is the memory reference instruction format here. This is the same format that we discussed from the simple basic instruction. Okay, the only difference is that here it's written opcode equals to 00 through 110. Now we all know that there are 3 bits reserved for the opcode. That means how many operations can be performed by this instruction, by any instruction? It can be 2 raised to power 3, that is 8 operations. Because 3 bits are reserved for opcode, that means 8 operations are possible to be performed by this opcode here. Okay. So in a memory reference instruction, the instructions refer to memory every time for their operation. Now, why here it's written memory reference? That means the instruction format that refer to the memory, that use memory for all their operations. Okay, that's why it is known as memory reference instruction. Because in this type of instruction, every instruction is referring to the memory to get the value of operands and to store the result of the operation. So every time memory is referred. Okay, in I. Now I can be 0 as well as 1. I 0 भी हो सकती है, 1 भी हो सकती है. Okay, we have discussed that in the case of indirect addressing mode, the I will be 1, but in case of direct addressing mode, the I will be 0. Now here you can see that in memory reference instruction, the opcode can be 000 through 110. Now what is 110? 110 means 6. 000 means 0. Okay. So we can have the value of opcode in the memory reference instruction from 000 to 110. That means it can be 000, 001 up to 110. Okay, why we have not taken 7 from 0 to 7 including 0? It becomes 8 operations. But only 6 from 0 to 6, that means total 7 operations are possible here. Why? Because 7th we are taking for the register reference instruction and input output instruction. The opcode 111, that is 7, is reserved for register reference instruction and input output instruction. Okay, this is actually predefined. We assume it 111 for the register reference instruction and 111 for the input output instruction. That's why here the output can be 000 to 110 only. That means from 0 to 6 only. So this was about memory reference instruction. The addressing mode can be direct as well as indirect. That means we can access the memory in 2 ways, either directly or indirectly. So here in register reference instruction, these are the instructions that use a register for every operation. Okay, the instructions that use registers for their operation is called as register reference instruction. The instruction that refer to the register every time for the operation is called as register reference instruction. Here I is always 0. Okay, I is always 0 in case of register reference instruction, because everything is done through the register, so we do not need to access memory here. Okay, so there it is 0 written here. Whatever the value of opcode will be, it will be taken directly. So this is the case of register reference instruction. Here it's written register operation because all the operations are to be performed on the register. That's why it is written here register operation. So here input output instruction, what is written here? Here also the opcode is 111, that is 7. And the operation will be called as input output operation because we are using the input output instruction. Here you can see that opcode is 111 and the indirect mode bit is 1. That means every time indirect addressing will be used here. Okay. Here in this diagram, you can see that memory reference instruction. A memory reference instruction refers to a memory address as operands. That means every time the instruction will go to the memory to find the operands. Okay. The other operand is always the accumulator. One operand is stored in the memory and other operand will be stored in the accumulator, not in the register, because these are not register reference instruction. These are the memory reference instructions. Okay. So the other operand is always the accumulator. That means the second operand will be taken from the accumulator. That is called as a processor register also. So here its opcode is from 000 to 110. I have already told you. A memory reference instruction uses 12 bits. You can see here in this diagram from 0 to 11. 12 bits to specify the address of operand and 1 bit to specify the addressing mode. And that addressing mode can be either 0 or 1. Okay, when I equals to 1, it indicates indirect addressing mode. That means memory reference instruction can have both the values 0 as well as 1. That means memory can be accessed directly or indirectly. The opcode in a memory reference instruction can take any value from 000 to 110. Okay, from 0 to 6. So these are register reference instruction. Register reference instruction perform operations on registers instead of memory. Now here in this instruction format, you can see that the value of output can be from 7, can be 7 only. I can be 0 only. Okay, that means it is using the direct addressing mode. A register reference instruction is defined by the opcode 111. Now how we will come to know about that this is a memory reference instruction, this is register reference instruction, this is input output instruction. See if the value of the opcode will be from 000 to 110. That means the instruction is memory reference instruction. But if the value of the instruction is 0111, that means the instruction is register reference instruction, because in register reference instruction, this value will always be 0. Okay, that is indirect or direct addressing mode value. Now, how we will know about that the instruction given as input output instruction? If the value of the opcode is 1111, that means the instruction is input output instruction. Okay, these are reserved. These cannot change. On the value 000 to 110 can change. Okay. Now, what are input output instruction? The instruction enable communication between the computer and the outside environment. That means these are the instructions that are given by the input output device. Okay. So here an input output instruction is defined by the opcode 111 with a 1 in the leftmost bit. An input input output instruction do not need an operand from the memory. So the 12 bits I use to specify the input output operation instead. Okay. So these are the basic computer instructions. So first here, what is a hexadecimal code? Hexadecimal code means the binary of that, in which you can now here this AND, add, LDA, STA, BUN, BSA and ISZ. That means from AND to ISZ. Okay, these are the memory reference instruction. Okay, here the leftmost bit of the memory reference instruction can be 0, either 0 or 1. Okay, that's why here 0 and 1 is written. But when the value of indirect bit is 0, then the AND will have the value 0xxx, 1xxx. I told you earlier also that the value of output can be from 0 to 6. That's why the value is 0 to 6 is written here. Okay. So here these 3 bits xxx, these are actually representing the output. Here 8xx and 9xx, then AXX, this is a hexadecimal code, that's why it's written here 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E. Why we have not taken 7 here? Because 7 we discussed that 111 is reserved for the register reference instruction and input output instruction. So these are the register reference instructions, CLA, CLE up to HLT. These are the register reference instruction. And from INT to IOF, input instruction to interrupt off instruction, these are the, what these instructions are? These are the input output instructions. Okay. So here you can see that what AND is used for. AND is used for AND memory word to AC. That means whatever the value is stored on the memory word. Memory word means one memory location. So whatever the value of operand is present in the memory location, it will be multiplied with the content of accumulator. Okay. So in the add, the content of the memory word will be added to the content of accumulator, and the result will get stored in the accumulator. LDA means load memory word to accumulator. That means whatever the value is stored on the memory location, it will be loaded on the accumulator. STA means store content of AC in memory. BUN means branch unconditionally. For executing the loop, we require this instruction BUN. BSA, branch and save return address. Okay. So ISZ is for increment and skip if 0. That means if the content are 0, then it will skip, otherwise it will increment them. Okay. So next are input output instruction. What are input output instruction? These are F800, input character to AC. So what these bits actually represents, the address part is denoted by 3x. Now these 3x were representing the address part. Okay, these 3 bits, that means 3x are representing actually the address part of the instruction. Okay, and they are here you can see that value F800. That means 800 is the address. Okay, so it is input character to AC. That means whenever you write something from input device to the accumulator, you will use F800 instruction there. F800 hexadecimal code there. When you want to store the output to the AC, the hexadecimal code will be F400 and so on. Okay. SKI means skip on input flag. That means jump on input flag. SKO0, skip on output flag. ION means interrupt on. IOF means interrupt off. We will later on discuss the interrupts in this chapter only. Okay. So here these are the register reference instruction. These are CLE. CLA means clear AC. That means clear the content of accumulator. Then CLE, clear the E. MA means complement AC. If the value is 0, then it will change to 1. Okay. Then CME, CIR, circulate right content of AC and E. CIL में क्या है? Circular left. INC is increment the content of AC by 1. Okay. SPA, skip next instruction if AC is positive. If the content of accumulator or processor register are positive, then skip to the jump to the next instruction. SNA, skip to the next instruction if AC is negative. SZA, skip to the next instruction if AC is 0. Then SZE, skip to the next instruction if E is 0. Okay. HLT, now here E is the empty register actually. E is an empty register. Okay. HLT is 7001. This is a hexadecimal code and it is halt computer. Halt computer means memory reference instruction can use, or you can say always use 12 bits for the address. That's why here in this instruction 3 bits are reserved for the address. Why? Because each bit here, that means each X is representing in actual 4 bits. In total, these 3 bits are representing the 12 bits. Okay, but in input output instruction uses all 16 bits. It uses all the 16 bits to represent the instruction. Okay, that's why F800 is written here. Register operation, you can see that 11 bits are reserved for the register data. Okay, but input output operation, there are also 12 bits reserved for the input output operation, but it can also use all the values for the input output operation, because here you can see the value is 1 1 1 1. So 1 1 1 1 is the binary for, ये किसकी binary है? 4 1s is the binary of F.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's why F is written there. This binary is for 0 1 1 is the binary of 7. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's why F is written here in the case of input output instruction, and in the case of register instruction 7 is written, because 0 1 1 1 is having the decimal value equal to 7. 1 1 1 1 is having the decimal value equal to, sorry, hexadecimal value equal to F. Okay, this is the reason.